gonna be a fun week in Nebraska.
We hate to leave private ground that we just got access to. I think we've got a good chance to get on some whitetails here, but for right now, it's the first morning of our trip. I think we're gonna head further out west and just keep looking, try and get in mule deer territory.
Well, Marty, that don't sound right.
Hopefully we can get a good stalk in.
This is a lot harder than we were thinking.
Yeah.
I think we may swing back here if we can't get on muleys.
Welcome to our show, where we measure success in memories made and knowledge gained, not inches scored. And our goal is to learn and share tips that help us all become better outdoorsmen and women. Along the way, we'll have some laughs and record new experiences as we promote our passion for the great outdoors. This is Total Outdoor Pursuit.
We're out here, we're going to be going after does, bucks of any size really. Just looking for some meat to put in the freezer and help him bring his population down a little bit. So we've got the old Ravin all sighted in, ready to go. Got it from Gun Zone Deals. Check it out. Awesome place to get stuff in. This bow is sweet. Believe me, it's the R26. Super short, super compact. And I'm just tucked in next to a river here. Got a cut cornfield out in front of me. And we're going to see what happens. You know, it's a little windy. The bugs are getting us a little bit. It's a little bit hot, but hopefully they'll start moving. Got about 2 hours until dark. Well, you can't see him worth a darn because it's so stinking dark. But that right there is what we're looking for. There's a nice buck in that group, and I saw where he came out of the woods. Now the question is, does he do it the same place every night? But I've got a game plan for tomorrow. I like this. Well, unfortunately, that's the way my luck's going. I get set up in this beautiful spot here, way before light. I got 4 does hitting the field. Things are looking good, and all of a sudden, wow! Somebody on the next property over shoots a rifle. Coyote, I don't know. The field just clears of deer. And they make it to the edge and they're sitting there inside the thicket watching. I can still see them. They're thinking, well, maybe we should come back out. About 5 minutes goes by. They start walking back out to the edge of the pow! Gone. Cleared the field. Didn't see anything else. I thought, I'm going to stick it out. Sitting here for another hour. I start hearing banging noise, you know, stuff like that. You can tell somebody's back there working on stuff. And then all of a sudden I start hearing human voices. I mean, it's 500 or 600 yards across the field to where the property line ends. And I can hear human voices coming from somewhere over there. It had to have been 700, 800 yards away. And what do you know? Next thing you know, coming right from where their voices are, nice big buck shoots all the way across the field. I'm hoping that's not the one I was watching last night.
We almost pulled that off. That was close. So I had 4 mature does, and all I'm doing right now is just kind of spotting and stalking and creeping. It's pretty quiet. And I saw 4 does that were getting ready to come on a 2-track. And so I had no choice but to, there's like 1 row of cut sorghum through here, so I just dropped down. I had them within range. They were within 40, 50 yards, and I got the Ravin Crossbows, so I'm confident with that. But they were on to me. And so by the time I tried to get the crossbow up, I didn't see the one that was behind the hay bale, and it spotted me. And they were spooky to begin with, but they were within range. And we have a lot of daylight today, so.
So as you can see, we're no longer in the spot that we were this morning. I decided after that buck took off out of there, probably the best thing to do is just to leave that side alone everything's calmed down, those gunshots, the people working, the voices, the deer taking off. Let's just not go there tonight. That buck ran to this side of the road, and what we're doing is we're going to switch over here tonight and see if maybe he's going to use this little covered draw here. It's a real low cove down at the bottom. It's got food, bedding, cover that they can use to get right back over to the same side under cover of darkness. So I'm hoping he's going to be down in this little cove working his way back. If not, we did see some does here last night. After all, this is a meat hunt, so we're after a buck or a doe. The antlers aren't really that important, but of course, if you can get some meat with some antlers attached to it, hey, why not? All the better. So we're going to go ahead and sit here. It's got about 2 hours until dark, so probably nothing going to move for a little while. Just going to take it easy, chill out, and enjoy this little cove down here, and hopefully we'll have some real close, tight action coming up pretty soon. Big question is going to be if I'm going to be able to see him, get the cameras, and the bow and everything on in time, self-filming, so you know how that goes. All right, we're going to settle in, see what happens. I'll show you this little blind that I've got set up here. So I just need to tuck in somewhere, and the weeds that are out here, they're just really perfect for doing this. As you can see, I found a little hole here that I can get all my gear set up in, and then out here I knock down the brush, and it creates just a perfect wall. So I can kind of hide all my stuff, all my gear, crossbow, the camera, and everything back in this little cubby here. I've got this stool that I'm sitting on. All my gear back behind it. I need to reload for some reason. I've got all that set right here, but hopefully from their vantage point, they can't see me. That's a little tip, anytime you're trying to hunt different spots, especially for the first time, before you go put in the stand, you might just hunt from the ground, make sure the wind's right, and build a little natural blind and give that a shot first. Get my hat straight. That happened so quick, I couldn't even get the camera moved. I had the Tacticam running on the head mount. Hopefully that works. These does won't go away. They just keep coming back and checking me out. I gotta go out and try and find this deer before it gets dark, but it was only about a 20-yard shot, so first kill ever with the Ravin. Feeling really good about the shot. Everything sounded good. I saw her stand there for a little bit. I didn't see her drop, but I never saw her leave that area. So I think she's down right there. Let's go find out. go. Getting dark in here, but luckily we're able to get right to her. Big old doe. Oh, look at that. There we go. I knew she didn't go far. Now that is a big old doe. Look at her compared to my foot. Wow. I tell you what. It's getting so dark. I don't know if this is going to turn out very well, but huge Nebraska doe, plenty of meat. Couldn't be more excited. To the landowner that let us out here, thank you so much. This will feed our family for a long time. Make great use of it and talk about a great, cool experience. Got some meat for the freezer. Cool memories, that's the most part. Made some new friends. Now we're going to get her out of here and start the hard work. The Ravin strikes. First blood. I don't even feel like recording this, but just had such a cool experience getting my doe. Start driving down the road and I'm like, that doesn't sound good. Pull over. Can you believe it? Look at that. Right straight through the tire. Can you believe that? 2 brand new tires required on this trip. Oh boy, these memories better be good. And that better be some good venison. Unfortunately, my doe is laying out in the middle of one of the heaviest populations of coyote country I've ever heard. Now I tried an old trick that I heard, and hopefully this works. I took off my stinky shirt from us not taking showers for days, laid it on my doe, took off my hat that I had on, laid it on the doe, and supposedly if you do that, they won't mess with it for a while. So hopefully I can get this thing changed and get our butts back out there and get my doe out before the coyotes get it.